Hi everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of November from the 16th through the 30th. Before we dive into that, I just wanted to address a couple of things that have been brought to my attention. So if you want to fast forward, if you don't want to listen to this portion of it, I'll go ahead and timestamp it down below where you can just head straight into the actual reading itself. So I did receive a message from a male viewer bringing it to my attention that my messages are geared more so towards the feminine or a female. And, like I've always started all of my readings, I do say that you got to take the messages and custom tailor it to what makes sense for you. And that includes gender. If you're watching for a female, then interpret the messages, if it makes sense, of course, for your situation and your connection with yourself and the other person. If, you guys are in a same-sex relationship, same thing applies. Okay, so at the end of the day, the demographic for my channel is mostly female, about 85%, I believe. And so I guess that is how I channel my messages, geared more towards a feminine audience. But of course, not to insult the masculines or male viewers here. So again, take it for how it resonates with you, release what doesn't, because not every single reading will make sense for you, which is why it's general. Okay, it's a reading for a huge number of people that are tuning in. And the only way for me to hone in on your particular storyline is for you to book a private reading. Okay, so for general readings, again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. So that was one message that I received. And the other thing was I also received an email from a female viewer. For those of you who are pretty familiar with my content, I really don't post a whole lot of videos where there's sexual content or cards that contain sexual messages or images. But, I have been gifted quite a few from my friends and amazing soul sisters who were nice enough to gift me these decks. And so I did end up using a deck by Fire Witch Tarot. It was the Opium Tarot. And it's a tarot deck, and it does contain sexual images. And if you guys are familiar with Fire Witch Tarot, she's an amazing reader. She's an amazing deck creator. And yes, a lot of her content is sexual in nature. Okay, so not to take away from that at all, because that's her thing, and that's the type of decks that she is creating. And therefore, if I decide to feature any decks that contain any sexual content, images, messages, if any of that makes you feel uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, you can certainly fast forward. You can skip the reading. You can skip that section. And of course, the more drastic step would be to unsubscribe, which I hope you don't, but that is your choice. And this person also went on to say that I needed to be true to my channel, which I can assure you, I'm always true to my channel. I don't ever post anything on here that I'm not comfortable with. So if it makes you uncomfortable in any way as a viewer, do what you got to do, So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that, guys. That just really hit a bit of a nerve with me, because I try my best to upload videos that I feel for the collective would benefit a huge number of people. Yes, it's a general reading. We're not miracle workers here. We're just reading cards. And yes, I do tap into some of these cards intuitively. That's just what I do. So if that's not your cup of tea, there's other readers out there that I'm sure will be. So to each his own, So that's all I'm going to say about that, guys. Let's dive right into your reading. Hi, Cancer. Let's dive right into your reading here. So as you can see, I've got 3 decks in front of me that we'll be using for your focus messages. The first is a Very Merry Christmas Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. We'll go ahead and grab a message from the Pining Rose Crush Edition by Calico Moon. And lastly, this is my self-created deck. It's called the Lovin Life Oracle. It takes a look at the world of how we perceive love when we first fall into it, and how life's twists and turns affect the love connection as more time passes. Okay, guys, and as always, general reading won't resonate with every single person. Take from it what makes sense. All right, so let's get right into this. Oh, and I forgot to mention, anybody interested in a personal private reading right now, I do have the mini ones and basic ones still available. I've put the full-length ones on hold because I'm swamped and I just need more time to be able to catch up. And so all of that info is down below in the description box, all of the information that you'll need to book a reading if you're interested. And of course, like always, a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here. So Cancer, let's see what presents itself, all right? Let's start with a very Merry Christmas Oracle, which is such a great deck by Jennifer, Aquarius Tarot. All right, guys, so let's grab your first message. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the second half of November, and what your angel guides need you to know about your soul connection right now, Cancer. Let's grab your first message here. I'm guided to this message. 'Tis the season to give. Okay, there's this message of kindness that's coming through here, Cancer. Either this is your energy coming through or your person or both of you. You know, this energy where you just love to give of yourself, maybe. Maybe they see you as a very kind person. You see them in the same light. What I'm also getting from this is if it is a challenging energy, then it could be that there was a lack of give and take, which might have contributed to an out of balance vibe between you and your person. Cancer, maybe one person was giving more than the other, and that won't last. You know, the more that happens, it creates a very out of balance energy between two people. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's see what else, Cancer. What else needs to come through here for you? All right, focusing on a soul connection here. There's something about you. There's something about you that they love, that they're attracted to. It doesn't matter if you're masculine tuning in, feminine tuning in. The person that you're thinking about for this reading, Cancer, there's something very special about the person, yes, but there's also something very special about the connection. Okay, I can't help but feel that this is a very unique bond that you guys share with each other, and it doesn't even matter if you guys are broken up and separation or just going through challenges in your partnership. It's a very special bond that I'm picking up off of the two of you. So let's see what else. This deck will contain 2 messages per card, so let's take a look and see what that is. All right, Cancer, let's see. I'm guided to this card right here. Love. How many kids do you want to have? Life. The babysitter said she can't make it. Okay, so some of you guys have already had children together, and maybe when things were new and exciting in the beginning, you guys had all of these conversations about the future and what could be, and now that it's a reality, you know, the excitement has kind of fizzled. So we'll take a look and see why that's presenting itself in that way. Maybe the family obligations might be a little bit much for some of you guys right now. Okay, that could be a challenge. So let's add to this, Cancer, and let's see what else needs to come through. This is On the Horizon Oracle, another deck by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So let's see what else needs to come through here, Cancer. What else do your spirit guides and angel guides need you to know about your soul connection? Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know here? Peachy keen, satisfaction. Somebody might also really love peaches here. Okay, so in the beginning of this connection, when things were good and it satisfied you, it fulfilled you, Cancer, you know, it really was peachy keen, where everything was just wonderful. But as more time passed, there were challenges that presented itself here. However, there's still something about this connection that's drawing you back in, okay? But yeah, you've experienced heartbreak in this partnership. You've been hurt, they've been hurt, okay? But look, we've got time here. Time heals all wounds, as they say. And this is broken for now, yes. It's a damaged heart that we have going on here. But in time, that can be healed, that can be fixed. So it comes down to timing here, okay? Interesting. What else, please? Angels and spirit guides for Cancer. we have temptation. So part of the challenge of this relationship is either yourself, Cancer, or your person ended up getting tempted by somebody else. There could have been infidelities in this partnership, third-party situations. Temptations can be deceptive, manipulative, lies, secrets, all of it. Somebody that wasn't trustworthy, okay? But I do feel, because we already have the broken heart here, something's already been broken and damaged in this partnership. So I'm kind of feeling here this is past energies. It's in the past. And now we've got hopeful coming through here. So there is still hope that this can be revived, that this can come back together. As long as you guys are both in and willing to work on this partnership together, then yeah, you guys can possibly fix what's broken here. But in the meantime, we have lonesome. So you're sad, you're feeling lonely without them. They're feeling just as lonely, I feel, without you. We have goodbyes. So yeah, you guys had to part. You had to go your separate ways. That's what broke your heart. That's what broke their heart as well, because of whatever these temptations were. So if it wasn't infidelity, if it wasn't cheating, if it was not another person, then it could have been something else that really ended up hurting the two of you. You had to go your separate ways and say goodbye. But that doesn't make it any easier. And that experience could have actually been a blessing in disguise. And, you know, sometimes when we experience tower moments in our relationships, oh my God, it hurts like hell. But after time has passed and has allowed that healing to happen, you can take a look back at that journey and realize, oh my God, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't experience that. So yeah, it could be a blessing in disguise. It might not seem like it right now. It never does seem like it at the moment. But as more time passes, it might ultimately prove itself to be a blessing to you. Okay, so let's add to this with You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers, and Separation. We'll grab some messages from here. This is a deck by my soul sister, Angelic Revelation 144. So let's see what else needs to come through here, Cancer. Second half of November for your reading. So your person, whoever it is that you're thinking about, what do they want to say to you? And you might even be able to relate to some of these messages from you to them. All right, so let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Walking away from you was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. To this day, it's still my biggest regret. If only I could turn back time. Oh my goodness. Okay, so somebody regrets walking away. They're lonesome without you, Cancer. Now, for some of you guys, this could be you resonating with this message if you're the one that walked away. It wasn't easy for you to come to that decision. It was hard as hell. And there are regrets that are tapped into that. You know, and maybe that's why we've got this time reflected right here, trying to fix this broken and damaged energy, this broken heart. And, you know, it takes time to heal that. Next message, it really hurts me to have to keep my distance, but I just can't give you what you deserve at this time. You see? Exactly. Because I feel somebody's either not ready or they need more time to heal. That's it. Because I feel, Cancer, that they still have love for you, that they're still hopeful, that someday you guys can work this out. It's just not the right time. It's just not the right time. Not right now. Anyway, not right now. This is interesting. I know that it is our destiny to marry and have children together. So remember the focus message. How many kids do you want to have? The babysitter said she can't make it. So some of you guys really have thought about building a life together, having children someday, getting married someday, whether that's happened or not. You've talked about it, you know, so it goes on to say, I know that it is our destiny to marry and have children together. We are to be united in mission to serve God's plan to spread love and light in this world. Our combined gifts are important to this world. So whatever the gifts are that you both possess, you guys are a lot more powerful and a lot stronger together than you are apart. Now, I really feel you guys are having a conversation through these cards, okay? Listen to this one. Letting you walk away from me is my biggest regret. I should have fought for you and for us. I mean, come on. This one says walking away from you was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And this one says letting you walk away from me is my biggest regret. You both have regrets over the fact that you're not together right now. Whoever detached, whoever walked away affected the other person just as much. And maybe you didn't know that, Cancer, or they didn't know that. Wow. The next card, I stopped believing in love, but after seeing your smile, I became a believer again. I love you with all my heart, mind, body, and soul. Falling right below hopeful. I dream that I will wake up to you, but when I wake, you are not here. I feel heartbroken every morning. I mean, we already know there's heartbreak here, and this energy of being lonesome. I want you here in bed with me so that your face is the first thing that I see each day. Okay, so you're definitely, I feel, able to connect with that. You might even be seeing this person in your dreams. You both could be connecting astrally here. But yeah, 2 cards talking about walking away and regrets. This has not been an easy journey for either one of you. All right, so let's go ahead and add some tarot messages for those who are not familiar with this deck. It's something that I created for beginners especially, and it contains upright and reversed meanings for each card, so it makes it very easy to learn tarot if that's something you're interested in learning, of course. And the deck shop link is down below, as well as all of the creators that you see here, Cancer. So let's take a look and grab some clarification here for you when it comes to this partnership for the second half of November. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer. Can this connection be revived and come back together? We already know you guys have been dealing with a broken heart as a result of this separation. 6 of Swords, okay, so some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Calmer waters. Excuse me, losing my voice. I've been talking all day. Let me grab some water. I have literally been doing readings back to back. Not a good time to be losing my voice in the middle of a reading. Okay, so you guys are headed towards calmer waters where healing can continue. It's really time to release the baggage attached to this heartbreak and what happened in the past. If there were infidelities or whatever it was that hurt you, Cancer, and whatever it was that hurt the other person, it's time to heal that energy so that you guys can move forward. It's important to address it, of course, because you don't want to repeat those patterns, but it's time to create a transition here for the 2 of you to leave this in the past, leave it behind, and focus on the now and focus on the future. And if I didn't mention it already, Swords is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have the Page of Wands coming in, so some of you guys, maybe your person is a fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be communication that's coming in. It typically represents positive news, good news. Either they send you a letter, they text you, they call you, they reach out on social media. However way that happens, it might come in very unexpectedly, because this particular page tends to rush in. The moment they decide, okay, it's time, then they just reach out. And maybe you're not expecting it when it happens. But also what I'm feeling, because this particular page is somebody who loves to explore. They enjoy their freedom, and maybe they weren't ready to commit to you at the time, if that resonates, okay? And then we've got the King of Swords coming up next. So we've got air energy and fire energy. So this particular card could be representing a father figure here. So you guys could have certainly had children together. That keeps popping up. The King of Swords is all about mental clarity, structure, routine. They're very rational minded, but they're very smart. They're very intelligent. They're coming from a place of truth. And maybe in the past they weren't in this king energy, And with these temptations, maybe they were keeping secrets, lying, keeping just this vibe of hiding things from a partner. So my feminines, if you're tuning in and you're watching for a masculine, it could be that your person just wasn't in the energy of a king at that time. Okay, well, they're coming through in that way now. And possibly wanting to restore a family dynamic. If you guys obviously share children, there's a family here that was affected by the separation. But look at this. We've got the Two of Cups coming in. Cups is your own energy. Cancer, this is a card of unity, of love, of a very special connection between two people. Still, remember, there's something about you. There's something about the connection. So it's time to be kind to each other rather than hurting each other. There has to be that equal give and take. This was the very first message, okay? This is a mutual attraction between two people that can result in marriage for some of you, but it restores the balance. But with this Five of Cups, you know, I totally get it that we've got this energy of feeling lonesome without your person, because this is a very sad energy right here. It's a card of sadness, of loss, grieving a partnership that ended up not working out, despair, disappointed in how things played out. This is also a card of abandonment. So maybe, Cancer, you were affected by this so much because they abandoned the connection for somebody else. But it's also a card of regret. So I really feel they have a lot of regrets over how they treated you, things they did, things they said. This could be your person as well, who's in this energy. But look at this. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, maybe your person is an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. The Ten of Pentacles is such a great card. First of all, financially, it does look really positive. It's financial security. It could be unexpected money that comes in. So if you've been struggling in that area, I feel that that's temporary, okay? This is long-term success here. This is also tapped into families. When it comes to your romantic life, your love life, Cancer, with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is somebody that represents your perfect match, okay? And I've said that so many times with this particular card. It's somebody who is your perfect match, and they are ready to offer you a very secure, more solid foundation in the partnership to bring in the happiness that perhaps was lacking before. And this is letting us know that despite the distance and time that's passed, the bond between the two of you, it's still really strong. So with the Three of Pentacles right next to the Ten of Pentacles, this is all about teamwork and collaboration, okay? Two people that have to work together to rebuild this relationship, and I really feel you guys are certainly capable of doing that. Okay, so yes, it's been difficult. Yes, your heart has been broken. You guys have been through something very difficult here. A lot of painful energies, you know, painful goodbye, lonesome, but there's still hope here that you guys can restore this partnership. So again, as I was saying earlier, this could have been a blessing in disguise that you guys were meant to go through this part of this journey here. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some messages from the Journey of Love deck, volume 1 and 2. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. So let's go ahead and add to this, Cancer, and let's take a look and see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for the second half of November. What else do you need to know here? So let's see what else. What do your angel guides need you to know about this soul connection? We have shocking, number 36. I'm amazed by your beauty. They're still so enamored and attracted to you. Going back to this card, there's just something about you, okay? And maybe you are shocked to hear this, that they're still thinking about you in that way. They're very attracted to you, not just for the beauty that you show from the outside, but the inside as well. The next message, I'm so cold without you. Warmth, okay? They miss the warmth of being with you, those intimate moments, waking up next to you, being in your arms. Look at this, number 39 is destiny. I want forever with you. These messages, my gosh, it's amazing. And it's interesting because this card is number 12. I'm so cold without you, warmth, number 12. 39 breaks down to a 12. So 12 might mean something. You guys might want to look that up. Angel numbers have so many references and meanings. And I mean, this is a destined connection right here, Cancer. They want forever with you. Look at this. We've got partnership number 2. It's always been you. And I'm not surprised to see this one. Number 40, I can hear you. Telepathic communication that's happening here. I'm really not surprised to see that. I do feel that you guys are interacting in that way. You can't be together right now, but in the 5D world, you guys are interacting. Look at this. We've got a twin flame connection that's coming through here for some of you. You are my other half. Number 17. And lastly, number 14 is duality. Can we kiss and make up? You see, they want to be able to kiss and make up and work on this partnership, Cancer, and come back together. That's what they're wanting here. And if you want the same thing, then there's nothing stopping you from being able to manifest this connection. Whether you see your person as a soulmate, as a twin flame, it doesn't matter. You have the capability of experiencing forever with your person. Okay, so let's add to this, Cancer, with some messages from my Sugar and Spice Oracle. This has some racy messages in it. It's also got some really sweet, nice messages, as well as a few challenging ones. So let's take a look and see what presents itself here for you for the second half of the month. Angels and spirit guides for Cancer. What else do we need to know, please? Please bring it forward for me. What else? What else do we need to know here? This deck is so massive. It's hard to shuffle. Okay, there we go. We have Lime, which is a challenging card for some of you guys, because what I feel because of these temptations here is that somebody wasn't ready to commit at that time. So let me read this to you. It says, I admit I can be a bit of a tease. One taste of me and I'll have you salivating for more. Let's meet up for a margarita or casual sex sometime. I'll be the one at the bar wearing green and downing tequila shots with my friends. You want to be friends? Just friends, I think. Okay, so this could have been your person here, Cancer, where they were just all about casual dating, casual hookups, casual sex, not really looking to commit towards a partnership, just perhaps friends with benefits as well. That could have been a situation that they got themselves in through these temptations. So if you don't resonate with this as far as your connection with your person, it could be due to these temptations where they hooked up with somebody, started off as friends, and it turned into friends with benefits. Okay? And then we've got Pumpkin Spice, which is perfect considering the season we're in right now, autumn season. Warm feelings, fallen leaves, your tender kisses, your comforting embrace, the memories that come flooding back every year around this time. I miss you. Okay, so there's something about the autumn season that it really brings up these memories. Something special might have happened during this time of year. It could be an anniversary. It could be somebody's birthday. It could just be the overall energy of the holiday season as well. And then we've got cupcakes. Somebody could really enjoy cupcakes here. I may be small in stature, but my personality packs a punch. I've been told that I have a sweet demeanor. I love to socialize at parties. I'm not one to just sit around a table waiting for people to notice me. Actually, I typically draw lots of attention. I take pride in my appearance. You'll never see me wearing the same outfit twice unless you really like it. I really think you should take me home. Okay, so whoever resonates with this message of cupcakes here. And somebody could also be really petite and small in stature if that applies. And just really being very attracted to you, or you attracted to them. And last message, we have mocha. So we've got lime, pumpkin spice, cupcakes, and mocha. I'm known for being subtle. You may find that you barely notice you're falling in love with me. Before you know it, you're yearning to have me inside you. I don't come on as strong as any other Joe out there, but I do leave a lasting impression. Let's meet for coffee sometime, shall we? You know, so if you relate to that, maybe some of you guys just started off as a very casual date. You know, let's have some coffee sometime, and it ended up turning into something more, of course. So either these messages are coming through tapped into third-party situations and whatever this temptation represents, or this is something that you relate to between you and your person. Somebody could also really love coffee here, pumpkin spice, the flavors of the season, cupcakes. Somebody could have a really sweet tooth here. Somebody could be named Joe. Okay, so if any of these apply, then certainly take from it what makes sense. And I'm just guided to this bottom of the deck. This is pancakes, okay? So this is for air signs right here, this particular message. So for some of you guys, maybe your person is a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. The message here reads, I love how simple and uncomplicated our love is. Our conversations are pretty light, nothing too heavy. I can still taste your sweet kisses. You know how to tantalize and satisfy me without a single word. You're sheer perfection, and I can't get enough of you. Again, there's something about you, Cancer, and they can't get enough of you. Okay, so take from those messages whichever one you're most drawn to and whichever one you're most able to relate to. All right, so let's add to this with some additional insight from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. Cancer, let's see what else needs to come through here for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer for the second half of the month. What else do your angel guides need you to know about your soul connection? But what's standing out for me is that they want to come back. They've got a lot of regrets over what's happened. It's always been you that they want to spend their life with. And they want to be able to kiss and make up. They have hope that this can still happen. And I'm not surprised to see this healing. You know, when we are in this energy of heartbreak, of course, there has to be time to heal. And it's right next to time where it says broken and damaged. Okay, so for those of you who relate to that energy, I'm not surprised to see this. You hurt me. You shattered my hopes and dreams. You kept me in the shadows, ashamed of our love. You didn't appreciate my love, my time, my generosity, my heart, my presence. I had to work to find myself again, to bring myself towards the light, to heal me. You can't hurt me anymore. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to kiss and make up, who don't want to reconcile, you have said goodbye and you're healing yourself as a result of this heartbreak. You know, no one would ever force you to reconcile if that's not what you're wanting. Perhaps you are at peace knowing that this is the end of the road for you and this connection, and you're content with that, and you've moved on and you're healing yourself. Okay, so that's for some of you guys. But for some of you tuning in, I also feel in time, this broken heart will heal. And through this healing, you will be able to see things clearer and be in a place in your heart where you could give this person another chance, another try, another chance. Okay, so it's totally up to you, of course, how you're wanting this connection to either come back together or to simply have closure and move on. It's up to you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. What else? We have breathe. Okay. I was drowning my sorrows before you came into my life. I didn't think I would ever be able to come up for air again. A broken heart can slowly kill you if you let it. Thank you for rescuing me, for helping me to finally exhale. We've got the broken heart right here. We've got time right next to it. For now, it's broken and damaged, but it is healing. Okay? For some of you guys, this message could be a new love that comes in, a new chapter of your life, somebody new that rescues you from this type of heartbreak. But you know, it's interesting how in this particular photo, we've got water on both sides. You are a water sign, Cancer. And for some of you guys, you might even be thinking of a fellow water sign, another Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it's interesting how in the verbiage it does say, I didn't think I would ever be able to come up for air again. So there's that reference to air as well. And remember from the pancakes message, this is focused on air signs here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So if that applies, perhaps you feel that this person came in to rescue you and help you to find the breath within you, you know, that brought you back to life. And then we have a road trip here. So maybe some of you guys even talked about going on a road trip. With the pandemic, of course, that's been a little bit more challenging, but hopefully we'll get a hold of that real soon and you guys will be able to resume this. So it does say, I will walk through life with you any day, anytime, always and forever. Just hold my hand and don't ever let me go. Let's travel this journey together. As long as you're with me, the road ahead will be an amazing adventure. And isn't it interesting how it says, I will walk through life with you? So remember, we've got two other cards here talking about walking away. Walking away from you was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Letting you walk away from me is my biggest regret. So I feel you guys have really worked through this or are in the process of working through it so that you guys can walk through life together again and have more adventures with each other. Bottom of the deck, we have lessons coming through here. Sometimes love puts you where you need to be. Sometimes it derails you and saves you from what you thought you wanted because there's someone better, taking you down broken roads, teaching you lessons that need to be learned. And sometimes it brings you back to the beginning, that first love, because that is where you belong after all. Okay? So there are lessons that need to be learned here for sure, Cancer. So it really depends on how you interpret your journey. Are you being taken down a very different road to find love elsewhere? Or are you learning lessons along the way that will eventually bring you back to the beginning so that you can be with your person, the one that you're meant to be with in this lifetime? Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up with some final messages from the Lover's Oracle deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Second half of November. Some final guidance from your angels, Cancer. So if you're open to it, if your heart is open to it, your person, they want to come back in time. Look at this. Twin flames. Look at the card next to it. We've got soulmate. Unbelievable. Okay. So some of you guys are coming through as a twin flame connection here. The passion, it's still here, and you can reignite that passion. And some of you guys who identify more with a soulmate connection, it's coming through here as well. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So it's just a matter of time, guys, before your person is able to come back into your life the way you're wanting. We also have the friendship card coming through here. So not only are your friends really important to you, they might be able to offer you advice that you could use at this time, but it's also very important for you and your person to establish a very solid foundation by way of your friendship. Because when there are challenges in the partnership, you have to be able to fall back on that foundation of what you guys started to begin with. So be the best of friends and be the best of lovers, whether you identify more with a twin flame connection or a soulmate bond. Okay, so that's what I've got for you this time, Cancer. I do hope whatever part of this reading resonates with you, that it helps you out at this time. And again, for those who are interested in a personal private reading, you can book a mini reading, which I've got options for 5-minute, 10-minute, and 15-minute readings. It's still pretty insightful considering the limited amount of time. And or you can go ahead and book a basic reading. I have them starting off at 6 cards all the way up to 36. So it's not as extensive as the full length ones, which are on hold currently, just to give me the opportunity to catch up, and I'll open up all of the categories starting January 2nd. Okay, guys, so all that info, if you're interested, it is down below in the description box, as well as all of the links to the decks that you see here today. And for those who will be celebrating Thanksgiving, I do hope that you guys stay safe and enjoy the festivities. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much. See you next time.